What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. You're listening to the Entertainment Report for Friday, August 29, 2014, delivering some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the debut of NBC's Friends, and Jimmy Kimmel decided to have a little reunion on his show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, where Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Love, and Lisa Kudrow had a Friends reunion. Jennifer Aniston didn't know what fan fiction was, and she didn't seem to know what Jimmy Kimmel had in store for her, touting his Friends fan fiction and convincing Aniston to read lines with him. The Jimmy Kimmel Live host staged a Friends reunion by bringing out her former co-stars Courtney Cox and Lisa Kudrow. Clearly uncomfortable as the scene was unfolding, Aniston said that she had to draw the line at wearing a wig of her infamous hairstyle, the Rachel. She was already overwhelmed by Kimmel's painstakingly detailed replica of the Friends kitchen, or maybe she was in on it the whole time, as seems more and more evident by the end of the 5-minute skit. Seated at the kitchen table, Aniston and Kimmel began reading lines with him in the role of David Schwimmer's Ross, and apparently this was the one about how great Ross is at lovemaking. And as they worked their way through the lines, Courtney Cox and Lisa Kudrow joined the scene one by one as Monica and Phoebe, respectively, each with a script and reading awkward lines about what a great lover Ross is. Kimmel even had a button to trigger a laugh track at lines that were supposed to be funny, like when Monica lamented that she was Ross's sister and thus couldn't make love to him. The women were absolutely hilariously uncomfortable throughout the entire skit. Kimmel explained the absence of Matthew Perry and Matt LeBlanc in the scene by saying that they were dead. Unfortunately, the women all left before he could get to the 22 pages of lovemaking in the script. The surprise reunion comes before next month's 20th anniversary of the classic NBC sitcom premieres. Next month, we'll also see the revival of another classic set from Friends, as Comedy Perk will come to life as a pop-up replica in New York City. It'll feature props from the show, free cups of 8 o'clock coffee, live renditions of Phoebe's awful smelly cat, and even James Michael Taylor, who portrayed the barista Gunther on the show. Legendary comedian and the host of E's Fashion Police, Joan Rivers, still remains in serious condition at Mount Sinai Hospital, New York City, but she is receiving the best treatment and care possible, according to her daughter, Melissa. Melissa said in a statement to E! News, "My mother would be so touched by the tributes and prayers that we have received from around the world. Her condition remains serious, but she is receiving the best treatment and care possible. We ask that you continue to keep her in your thoughts as we pray for her recovery." The host of E's Fashion Police was rushed to the hospital on Thursday after she stopped breathing during a throat procedure at her New York doctor's office. There, the 81-year-old comic was placed in a medically induced coma. Melissa Rivers flew across the country from Los Angeles to be by her mother's side. Fox's Utopia kicks one person out before filming even begins. As viewers of the streaming live feeds already know, Utopia has begun. The Fox series won't premiere on the network until September 9th, but the social experiment is underway. Only there's something missing. One of the announced participants, Andrea Cox, did not enter the 5-acre set on Friday. Cox purportedly failed to live up to the confidentiality agreement she signed in the days leading up to the beginning of the production. Her violations included attempting to contact her fellow castmates, or pioneers as the show is calling them. Producers confirmed 4 TMZ participants were sequestered in the hotel before beginning the Utopia experience. The year-long reality show was designed for cast shakeups, with announced eliminations and additions planned via peer and viewer voting. But with only 14 of the 15 pioneers entering the Utopia, there's already a need to bolster their ranks. Neither producers nor the network have indicated how and when they might do that. Fox's Utopia will premiere across 3 nights at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, September 7th, Tuesday, September 9th, and Friday, September 12th. The reality series then continues on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Comedian Patrick Warburton may soon revive one of his most beloved and obscure characters. The star of Rules of Engagement and Family Guy is set to reprise his role as the Tick in an Amazon pilot, and individual knowledge of the deal confirmed to the Wrap. For 9 episodes in 2001, Warburton brought to life Ben Edlund's lunatic superhero parody, The Tick. Based on the comic book, the Tick animated series ran for For 3 successful seasons on Fox Kids in the mid-1990s, it didn't fare well in live action and in prime time despite near universal critical acclaim. Warburton worked out a deal with Sony Television, who have held the rights since the show's 2001 cancellation, to bring back the beloved character as an Amazon pilot. Amazon's latest batch of pilots are currently available for free viewing on the streaming network. The company has established a tradition of producing its pilots and then offering them for free so viewers can watch and vote on them. Based in part on this feedback, the company then decides which show to move forward with. The latest pilot project headed to series is Jeffrey Tambor's Transparent, which will drop its entire 10-episode first season on Friday, September 26th. People magazine was first to report the deal. Sci-Fi's The Wil Wheaton Project has been canceled. It ran for 12 seasons over the summer, garnered a few viral videos along the way. And it was announced by Wil Wheaton, the cancellation of the Wil Wheaton Project on Sci-Fi on his blog. According to the actor, he got the call after spending several hours walking along the beach. He said, an unnamed Sci-Fi executive, according to Wheaton, said, "I'm about to make your day less great." He wrote that he wanted to point out that his show had ratings on par with Eat the Soup, but figured there was really no point. He added that he told his wife, "I'm really okay with it." Wheaton lamented what he called a lack of promotional support from executives in New York, but felt he'd done all he could to try and help the show succeed. Sci-Fi did not immediately respond to the rap's request for comment. The 30-minute series, which shared a very similar format to The Soup, premiered on May 27th at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The show's focus was pop culture entertainment with a geek slant. Forget You singer and former The Voice coach CeeLo Green has pleaded no contest to furnishing ecstasy to a woman in 2012, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office said on Friday. Green, whose real name is Thomas DeCarlo Calloway, pleaded no contest on one felony account of furnishing a controlled substance. In exchange, the singer was sentenced to 3 years of formal probation. Green also must complete 360 hours of community service and attend 52 Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous meetings. Green, who's 39, was accused of slipping a female acquaintance ecstasy during dinner in downtown Los Angeles. The pair later moved on to the woman's hotel. However, according to TMZ, the charge Green pleaded to does not include a concession that the singer gave the woman the drug without her knowledge or consent. The plea will allow Green to maintain his innocence, according to a statement from the singer's spokesperson. CeeLo Green has pleaded that the district attorney's office would allow him the opportunity to resolve this appropriately and maintain his innocence, the statement reads. He is happy to put this behind him and continues to move on. X-Men director Bryan Singer again is under investigation, this time with the New York Police Department for an alleged sexual assault that happened in March 2014. A criminal complaint was filed on May 9th, allegedly that the embattled X-Men director sexually assaulted a man in his 20s in New York City, according to media reports. The New York Police Department is conducting the investigation after receiving a complaint from an unidentified man. The complaint was filed as Singer was facing 2 concurrent civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault of minors. Both of those cases were recently dropped. No charges have been filed against Singer. According to his lawyer Martin Singer, no relations. Neither he nor his client have been contacted by the NYPD in relation to the investigation. NYPD Deputy Chief Kim Royster confirmed the information for the media, adding that it is not necessarily unusual for Singer to have not yet been contacted while an investigation is ongoing. The story of the nearly 4-month-old investigation broke one day after Michael Egan's motion to drop his sexual abuse lawsuit against Singer was granted. His was the first lawsuit to target Singer with other prominent Hollywood figures. Filed in April, 1 month before the NYPD complaint, Egan accused Singer and others of sexually assaulting him when he was a minor. The suit faced several setbacks, including contradictory testimony from a previous lawsuit and Egan's lawyer, Jeff Herman, filing a motion to withdraw as his counsel before Egan ultimately filed his motion to dismiss. The suit was dismissed without prejudice, which means Egan could file again. Earlier this year, Egan withdrew other lawsuits against Disney executive David Newman, former TV executive Garth Ancier, and Broadway producer Gary Goodar. In July, Singer was dropped from an additional suit brought against him and others by an anonymous plaintiff in London. That suit was filed in May, also claiming sexual assault when the anonymous plaintiff was a teen. It targeted Goodard as well as an accomplice in the assault. Both suits were filed with attorney Jeff Herman representing the plaintiffs. According to TMZ, the incriminating video showing Britney Spears' now ex-boyfriend cheating on her is now owned by none other than Britney's dad. TMZ broke the story. A video has surfaced of David Lucado dancing with and kissing a woman a couple of weeks ago. A rep for Jamie Spears told TMZ when Jamie got wind of the video, he contacted the agency that was selling it and swiftly caught up the substantial amount of money to secure it. TMZ told Jamie, who has been Britney's conservator for over 6 years, then called Britney and told her he had something to show her and it was important. When Britney saw the evidence that was all she needed, she immediately declared the relationship over. Jamie's rep tells us he took the action to protect his daughter from David and from the embarrassment of the video going public. Jamie's rep says the video is under lock and key and will never be seen again. The wild card, TMZ don't know if the other woman who secretly shot the video made other copies, but Jamie's rep tells TMZ in no uncertain terms if anybody posts or publishes the video, he will sue them for copyright infringement. Britney posted an Instagram video Thursday night saying she was having a, quote, really shitty day. And finally, Chelsea Clinton has decided to leave her role at NBC as a special correspondent when she reportedly makes $600,000 a year. Clinton, who's 34, wrote in a Facebook post that she was parting ways with NBC to quote, continue focusing on my work at the Clinton Foundation, and as Mark and I look forward to welcoming our first child. Bill and Hillary Clinton's daughter has been working at the network since 2011, sporadically doing featured stories on people or organizations doing public-spirited work. Political magazine reported earlier this year that NBC was paying her $600,000 a year for her work. The network announced her exit on Friday. She was initially hired to do stories for Brian Williams' Rock Center News magazine, but that program was canceled. Her work occasionally appears on NBC's Nightly News. The network said in a statement to People magazine that it was sad to see her go. Alex Wallace, a senior vice president of NBC News, said Chelsea's storytelling inspired people across the country and showcased the real power we have as individuals to make a difference in our communities. While she will be missed, we look forward to working with her in the future. And as your entertainment report for Friday, August 29, 2014, this is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back on Tuesday to deliver some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, or on Twitter @The Enter Report. Everybody have a great Labor Day weekend. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Bye.